Hello, my name is Chase. I'm a science fiction author. And let me rant a little bit. I've been doing that a lot lately. But in my previous video, I didn't finish. I ran out of time because the mission was over. And I needed to keep talking. So now I'm back. I'm going to talk a little bit more. I can't stop playing this game. The aesthetic is so good. The vibes are pure, and the democracy is absolute, and the freedom is mandatory. I'm a science fiction author. I wrote the Descendant Saga series of science fiction books, and after a bumpy and rough beginning with the publishing industry, I'm starting my own publishing company called Nerdsmith Consolidated. There'll be links down in the video description. If you would please look at those, possibly sign up to our newsletter, where we have monthly updates on books, progress, publishing, release dates, editing, plans, goals, lore, backstory, behind the scenes, free short stories, extra content, bonus things. It's all great like that. I am creating this publishing company. Not just... My original intent had been just to self-publish my books. And then it was suggested to me that I form a publishing company because A, it's not that hard. They didn't know what they were talking about. B, because it would make it that much easier for me to get my books into actual, brick and mortar stores like Barnes and Noble, because it's a lot more respectable looking having, the title of a publishing company on the back cover and a little logo on the spine, rather than just the name of the author on the copyright and the ISBN. But it's more than that. That's the surface level evaluation. I've got to go more into this, more than skin deep. Publishing industry itself is in a crisis with the advent of AI, and I know a guy who, in the span of an hour, wrote a 300-page book using AI about his life experiences and opinions in moving to Taiwan. He's now going to be publishing this book. Obviously, he has a lot to say about Taiwan.
Found something?
But he wrote this book in an hour. I thought I was crazy because I wrote a 65,000 word novel in 14 days. Who knows how many words are on 300 pages? It depends on how you format those 300 pages. If it's 300 pages of 8.5 by 11, well, that's a whole different animal than, if it's, the regular 4 by 6 paperback. Publishing companies are getting swarmed
No pain, no freedom.
with this white noise, soulless, inhuman content that, like in the previous video, where I likened video games such as Fortnite that have bright, colorful, meaningless, seasonal content to entertain small minds.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
So many publishing companies are just not accepting submissions anymore. You cannot get your book printed by them because they're just being overwhelmed with this white noise of AI. And everyone that has the idea, but not the skill or determination to write the idea, because now they have a machine that will do it for them. but it's not the same. It doesn't have this vibe. It doesn't have the aesthetic. And it's more than just the AI. The way things have been going over the past 2 decades or so, in my opinion, have not been great. I'm not willing to concede defeat. I'm not willing to let literature die when we have 50 Shades of Grey or Twilight as the shining examples of literature. You know, the best sellers. I can't speak ill of them, for I have not read them. But there is a reason I have not read them. And I feel like other books have more soul in them. And, you know, these things written by AI don't count as books. So it's part of why Nerdsmith Consolidated is becoming a thing. We are consolidating all of these things, all of this talent and culture that comes into it. The skill of not just of writing or editing or the marketing or the audio recording and editing and visual content. All of that's wrapped into one ball. It is a consolidated, concerted effort.
Sending down equipment package. Deploying support weapon.
I'm not gonna let this modern soy boy slop win. This is
Extraction request confirmed.
something
Terminal
different,
inbound.
something more. Everyone loves the classics. You know, when you reference Robert Heinlein, anyone who reads, whether they read science fiction or not, will recognize that name. That man didn't just write a classic, he wrote a library full of classics. Because he was an artist.
ETA T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
His literature had soul in it. And now, people write, make a buck. I can't tell you how many writers I've found that make their living writing books, teaching writers how to write books. I'm not necessarily in this to make a profit, although because of the society we have built for ourselves, I must.
1 minute.
I am all in on Nerdsmith Consolidated and the Descendant Saga. There is no plan B, because this has to work. This is now my livelihood. I am betting my future on my literature, on my skill, on my art, on my passion. And I think that's part of why
T-minus 30 seconds.
art is dying. Not just because we have AI that makes it
T-minus 20
quick and
seconds.
easy for anyone with an idea to pump out something that is a thing. You know, to pump out something,
T-minus
for lack of a
10
better
seconds.
descriptor.
Clear landing zone.
And now with print-on-demand services and ease of accessibility, now they can sell that thing all they want,
This is Pelican 1.
which is great.
Visual on the extraction
I'm
zone.
all for the free market,
Pelican 1, landing in progress.
but I think the quality of art is going downhill. Ever since people stopped making art to impress God, art has started to suck. I think my art sucks a little bit less.
Extraction
So,
complete. Pelican
please
1
subscribe
beginning
to
ascent.
the channel. Check out the links down in the description. Join this classic
Another
community.
victory for the right side of history.
Because we need your help. We need other people that appreciate art and soul and purpose, not just profit.